Hello everyone, I hope you're good. I've just come back from holiday, and the day I get off holiday, what a surprise I'm met with. A new Saints Row reboot has been announced. Pretty exciting. So today we're going to get into my thoughts on the whole reboot, whether I think it's a good thing, a bad thing, and whether we should be excited, nervous, or just basically be crying about this new announcement. So let's get into it. Just before we get into it though, I want to say thank you for the support on my recent video talking about what Saints Row 5 information I could find from Twitter. It's blown up. I've got a ton of views and a ton of likes and nice comments and a bunch of new subscribers coming in. So thank you for that. So, the Saints Row reboot. I think it's possibly the best outcome for the series we could have. Now, the reason I say this is because this is a time where if Volition do it right, they can please every single fan. Every fan, no matter what, had different opinions on Saints Row 4's ending. Some people wanted one option, some people wanted another. Some people wanted it to, like, go into all these crazy different depths of, like, going back to the bosses in a coma for Saints Row 3 and 4, or watching a film, and it was just cliche and boring, and no matter what they did, a group of fans would be upset. But with this reboot, the series, as we know it, is over. Now, there's two ways they can do it. They can either bring back the characters and the town, or start completely fresh. I'm okay with either one. I'd quite like to see the characters come back, but I also feel like Saints Row 4 was kind of the end of that, like, whole storyline. But I hope they do come back at the same time. So, the reason why it's the best possible option and why they can please everyone else is they can get the perfect balance and style that all the Saints Row fans want. So, you've got the old school fans of Saints Row 1 and 2 crying every single game release that the games aren't gangster enough and aren't as hardcore as they should be. And it makes sense. It's what the game was founded on. But now you've got the new school fans who are like, we want the games that we know, the games that have been coming out. Why are these people so angry at the games I enjoy? Now, I'm stuck in the middle. My favourite games are 2 and 3. So, like, I'm right in the middle of, I don't know which one I prefer, to be completely honest. I like the style of 2 and 3. But the thing is, they can do a perfectly balanced game here with this reboot because they can change the franchise into whatever they want. Now, what I think we need a Saints Row 3, I know everyone calm down, put down the pitchforks, a Saints Row 3 style game with the gangsterness of Saints Row 2. Now, if we get that, that will please all of the new fans because the style's the same. We need the comedy of Saints Row 3 and 4 in there, the humour and stuff. But we also need some of these gangster elements from Saints Row 1 and 2. Now, the reason why the reboot is good for this is because they can start it as if we are just joining the Saints for the first time. We are the new boss ready to take over and rise up through the ranks. And you can have a ton of gangster moments over there, like rising through the ranks with all these different Saints and stuff. Now, I don't know where this reboot's going to go. This is just what I think it will probably do. I think we'll probably just be like going back through the Saints from the beginning like we did in Saints Row 1. But they can get a really good balance now. They've got a feel for their community about how they want funniness and fun gameplay with serious moments, which I think is what everyone kind of wants. We like the fun in 3 and 4, but we can't, like, cut out all of the seriousness. But with this new reboot, they have the perfect opportunity right here to go, okay, we'll balance it perfectly. Kind of like Saints Row 2, but with a better art style, in my opinion. I think the newer game's art style is just a bit more fun to look at and drive around than 2. Not Steelport, though. I don't know what they're going to do with town, whether it's going to be a completely new city for us to explore, or it's going to go back to Stillwater, which I think it probably will be. We'll probably be revisiting Stillwater, which I'm happy about. Or they'll do Steelport, and it'll be, like, super upgraded with the new consoles and more power they have to work with. But either way, the point I'm making is they have a chance right now to make the best open world game they can. They can please all of their fans with this reboot because they have literally got the power to morph it into whatever they want. And I really hope they've listened to what the fans wanted since Saints Row 4 and have the perfect blend of gangster and comedy that every Saints Row fan can come together and collectively say this reboot was a good thing. Now, I don't want to talk negative or bad things, but also just understand that we could have the flip of this. They could go completely different. It's a reboot, and it doesn't even say a soft reboot like Modern Warfare did, where we knew we're having the same characters and the same style. It's a reboot of Saints Row. That's the only information we've got so far. So, until the trailer drops, I'm recording this on the day of the announcement coming out, we don't know. And I think that's something we need to just keep in mind. Set your expectations, midway. Don't be too overhyped for this. But I'm telling you, if they can find this perfect blend of gangster and funny from the first 2 games and then the rest of the games and put them together into a perfect reboot of the franchise, we could have the best Saints Row game we've ever had. I mean, there'll be more power. We could have a bigger city than ever. We could have more activities than ever. We won't have to have as much cut content because we're now entering a new generation of consoles, which is usually what holds back content. Like, PCs can usually handle it, besides Saints Row 2, because the port's crappy. But usually the PCs can handle the content and consoles can't. The consoles kind of limit it. But with them being the very forefront of the new consoles, being one of the main AAA titles to come out of it, like early, they've got a lot of power to work with. And I think they could really pull something off here and make possibly the best open world game ever. Like, even if the graphics are just Saints Row 3 remastered graphics, like style, like that sort of quality, I'll be happy. More than happy, to be honest. The game looks great. And it was able to distill port at 60 FPS on most consoles. I'm telling you, we could have an amazingly large game, GTA 5 level large map-wise, but also have the fucking fun activities of the septic trucks and the fucking fuzz, and then also all this new shit from the new games, and it could be amazing. Now, before I go, I want to just do some little confirms, pretty much, because it's pretty obvious what's going to be in the game, what's not. So, I think the main one for everyone that we can all just scream a bit of joy for is no more superpowers. There's not going to be superpowers. There's not going to be aliens. They can't reboot the entire franchise. Well, they can, but it's very unlikely that they'll reboot the entire franchise into being some alien sci-fi shooter with a fresh reboot of the series. Because that would mean that no matter what, it's got to be an alien sci-fi shooter, which isn't what Saints Row is about. It was more of a DLC that just got extended to a game. So, I think we're done with superpowers. I think that a lot of the stuff we've seen in the later games and the early games will be gone. Like, we don't even know about the city. What if Stillwater and Steelport are gone and we've got a new place? But I want to just hold back my expectations, not say anything too crazy that will just get completely shut down when the trailer drops. And we're all just going to hold it out. So, after this video, I'm going to do a follow-up video of what I want from the new game. So, this is what my thoughts on it are. But I'm going to do a video where I just talk about what I really want from this new game and what the game would like mean to me if it was good and what I need the game to have for it to be amazing. Mainly talking about the little crossover merge of Saints Row 1, 2, 3, and 4. Comedy to violence to gangs and all that stuff. So if you've enjoyed this video in 2 days, which is usually the amount of time I set, so we do like 1 day on 1 day off video wise, and the reason I do that, by the way, is so that if any emergencies like a game trailer drops, like for example the reboot thing I uploaded the day after my last video, it gives me a day to quickly just sort out a video and whip one up without me worrying about having to edit my video also for then. So it's just like to give me a bit of like precaution time, and I think it's just a good way to keep a good schedule with videos that don't feel too rushed. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to be talking about what I want from the new game in my new videos. So yeah, I hope you've had a great day. I mean, I have. I've come back off holiday and a new Saints Row has been announced, as well as the new Call of Duty, which I'm not a huge COD fan anymore. I liked Modern Warfare, the new one, which is why I'm talking about the soft reboot so much, because I really love that game. So if Saints Row can like do the same style of like a reboot to such a good quality standard, because Modern Warfare is one of my favourite CODs now, and I love Black Ops 2 and all that, so it's going to be great. If Saints Row can keep the standard as high as Modern Warfare did to making the reboot so true to the original, but different enough that we can enjoy it, I'll be happy. And also, in Modern Warfare, it ended up being a prequel to the first one. That could happen still. What if we were following the story of Julius and Ben King as like one of the early founding members of the Vice Kings or something? I don't know. There's many theories you can all theorize about, but that's not for me. I'm not a theorist. I'm just talking about what's going on, the news and what I want from the games. So I'll see you in the next video, everyone. I know I've kind of dragged this out quite a lot. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for all the support on the channel. It's been amazing. And yeah, goodbye, guys.
Hey, Kinsey, you wanna fuck?